Her father was a church-going man, claimed to be a Christian. He had a wife and 3 children. But when he got Sarah's mother's pregnant, he wanted Sarah aborted. Mother didn't do it. Sarah once overheard her father say that Sarah should never have been born. When Sarah was 8, her mother died. And she was sold to a man that liked cute 8-year-olds. He wanted to use her for his own pleasure. A few years later, he kept her as a prostitute because she was too old for him then, just a few years older. When she was 18, she ran away. She felt ashamed and dirty, but she couldn't do anything. She didn't know anything. She didn't know how to cook. She didn't know how to sew. She didn't know any other trade but sewing her body, and she didn't get paid for it. This was back in 1850. She was 18 years old. She ran away to the gold rush days in California. She didn't have a trade. She had no way of earning money. So she went to a brothel, and they sold her every half hour for gold dust. And she was beautiful. She went to the highest bidder. People would put money down, but it didn't mean they got her. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, her pimp would walk her down the street. She was beautiful. There weren't many women in the town, and every man turned his head and looked at her and wanted her, and put his gold dust down for her for half an hour. And there was a man that lived 30 miles out of town, and he was a farmer. He grew vegetables, fruit. He would go into town every few weeks and sell his vegetables and fruit. One day, when he was there, Sarah was walking down the street. It was a Wednesday. One of the days that she walked down the street with her pimp. And he looked at her, and he turned his head. She was beautiful. Now, his name was Michael Hosea, and he was a man, he was a Christian man, and he loved the Lord, and he had been praying for a wife. And when he saw her, he heard a voice from God that said, this one's your wife. He just thought she was a beautiful woman. He thought, oh, this is great. But he made inquiries about her, and he found out that she was a prostitute. And he said, God, surely not this one. God said, this one. So he put his money down, and he got half an hour to talk to her. But she only knew how to give her body, and even then, she did not give a part of her. She had built a wall around her so that there was something of her that she kept. It was very difficult for him to get to know her. He only had 4 days, and he ran out of money, and he said, God, this is not for me. She's got a wall around her so thick I can't penetrate it. So he left town. That night, he had been making some kind of small impact on her, and she was ashamed. She was worthless. She was dirty. She wanted to get out of this. So the next day, she went to her pimp, and she said, I want to be paid my share, which was only 20%. She wanted her bag of gold, her 20%. For that, she was beaten and kicked until she was unconscious. Michael heard God say, go back and get her. So he did. He went back and got her. He paid for her. He brought her home. He loved her. He did everything he could to her, for her, to show her that he loved her. And yet, that wall was still there. It was slowly coming down, but it was still there. And she left him. It was too foreign for her. She went back to the brothel, and she let them sell her again. Michael came and got her, and he grabbed her out of there in the act, that worthless act. And he took her back, and he loved her again, and he did everything he could to show he loved her. Once again she left, but this time she didn't go to a brothel, because he taught her some skills. And she kept leaving, and he kept bringing her back. And why am I telling you this story? Because in the end, he won. He showed her that he did love her, and she did accept herself, but she felt so worthless. Now, in the book of Hosea, it tells the story of how God told Hosea to go and marry a prostitute. And he did. And Hosea's wife went back, sold herself into prostitution. And God told Hosea, go and get her back. So what do we learn from this? Israel is like the prostitute. Israel keeps sinning. We are like that prostitute. We keep sinning. And yet God has this unconditional love for us. He loves us so much that no matter what we've done, no matter how worthless, no matter how filthy, he will take us back. He's already forgiven us. He's already paid the price. He will take us back. And he does love us.